Attraction is rarely announced with clear words, especially when it comes to women. Instead of openly expressing what they feel, most women communicate interest through subtle, quiet signals that happen beneath conscious awareness. These signals appear in body language, small movements, eye behavior, and physical reactions that reveal far more than spoken words ever could. The problem is that most men are never taught how to notice or interpret these signs. As a result, they miss moments of connection that could have turned into something meaningful. The truth is, when a woman is thinking about you, her body often responds before her mind does. Her subconscious begins to send signals that reflect emotional interest, curiosity, and sometimes even romantic fantasy. These signs are not exaggerated or dramatic. They are small, easy to overlook, and often dismissed as coincidence. But when you understand the psychology behind them, they become impossible to ignore. This is not about guessing or overanalyzing. These are real psychological indicators backed by human behavior and emotional response. When you learn to recognize them, you gain clarity. You stop wondering where you stand. You stop missing opportunities. And most importantly, you learn how to respond with calm confidence instead of hesitation. Today, I'm going to break down 9 powerful body language signs that reveal when a woman is fantasizing about you and thinking about you more than she lets on. These are not signs of casual interest. They show that you've entered her personal mental space. Make sure you stay until the very end, because the final sign is the one women struggle to control, and it reveals exactly what she's feeling deep inside. One of the clearest yet most overlooked signs of attraction is nervous fidgeting. When a woman feels emotionally stimulated around someone she's drawn to, her body often reacts before she can consciously control it. This nervous energy appears as small, restless movements that seem insignificant, but carry powerful meaning beneath the surface. If she starts adjusting her bracelet, playing with her rings, fixing her watch, smoothing her clothes, or shifting her posture when you're nearby, it's rarely accidental. These movements are her body's way of releasing emotional tension created by excitement and heightened awareness. She may tap her foot, twist a pen in her fingers, bite her nails, or subtly change how she stands while talking to you. On the surface, these actions look harmless and random, but psychologically, they signal attraction mixed with nervous anticipation. What makes this sign especially revealing is contrast. Pay attention to how she behaves when you're not around. If she seems calm and composed with others but becomes noticeably restless in your presence, that difference matters. Even more telling is what happens when you step away. If the fidgeting suddenly stops once you leave, it strongly suggests that you were the source of her emotional stimulation. Nervous fidgeting is not a sign of discomfort. It's a sign of emotional engagement. Her body is responding to feelings she may not be ready to express out loud, but it's revealing them quietly through movement. Playing with her hair is one of the most instinctive and revealing signs of attraction. Many women do this without any conscious intention, especially when they feel drawn to someone. Hair is closely linked to self-image and appearance, so when a woman touches or adjusts it around you, her body is often responding to a desire to be seen as appealing in your eyes. She may twirl a strand around her finger, run her hand through her hair, flip it over her shoulder, or gently brush it away from her face while you're speaking. These movements are not just about grooming. They serve as subtle signals that she is aware of your presence and emotionally engaged. On a deeper level, hair touching can also function as a calming behavior. Attraction often creates nervous excitement, and touching her hair helps release that tension. Timing is critical with this sign. If she starts playing with her hair right after making eye contact with you or while listening closely to what you're saying, it's rarely a coincidence. Her subconscious is reacting to the emotional impact you're having on her. This behavior becomes even more meaningful if it repeats throughout your interaction, rather than happening once. When combined with other signs like prolonged eye contact or leaning closer, hair play becomes a strong indicator that she is not just casually interested. It shows that she cares about how she appears to you and that her attention is focused on you, in a personal and emotionally charged way. The eyes are one of the most honest indicators of attraction because they are far more difficult to control than words or facial expressions. When a woman is thinking about you or feels emotionally drawn to you, her eyes often reveal it before anything else does. She may hold your gaze a little longer than normal, look at you when she thinks you're not paying attention, or glance away briefly only to look back again moments later. This lingering eye contact is not accidental. Psychologically, prolonged eye contact signals focus, curiosity, and emotional engagement. When someone is truly interested, their attention naturally stays locked on the object of that interest. There is also a biological response involved. When a person feels emotionally stimulated or attracted, their pupils tend to dilate slightly. This can make her eyes appear brighter, more open, and more expressive when she looks at you. Another powerful detail to notice is where her gaze travels during conversation. If her eyes move from your eyes down to your lips and then back again, it suggests subconscious imagination and curiosity. Even if she is listening to your words, part of her attention is drifting towards something more personal and intimate. If her eyes consistently return to you in group settings or linger when there is no reason to maintain eye contact, it's a strong sign that you are occupying her thoughts. Her gaze is quietly revealing emotions she may be trying to keep hidden. Physical distance is a powerful form of communication, and people rarely cross personal space boundaries without a reason. When a woman is attracted to you, her body often seeks closeness naturally. She may lean in while you're talking, stand closer than necessary, or position herself in a way that reduces the space between you. These movements usually happen without conscious planning, guided instead by emotional comfort and interest. Leaning closer is not just about hearing you better. It's a subtle signal that she feels safe, curious, and connected in your presence. Even in quiet environments, she may still move closer, which makes the gesture even more meaningful. Small moments, such as her chair turning slightly toward you or her body angling in your direction, indicate that her attention is fully focused on you. This behavior becomes especially clear when there are other options available. If she chooses to sit next to you when there are empty seats elsewhere or consistently finds reasons to be near you, it shows intentional proximity. Her body is prioritizing your presence over comfort or convenience. Leaning in also reflects emotional closeness. It's a physical expression of trust and openness. When this sign appears repeatedly and is paired with eye contact or soft facial expressions, it strongly suggests that she enjoys being near you and feels drawn to you on a deeper, more personal level. Mirroring is one of the strongest psychological indicators of attraction and emotional connection. It happens when a woman subconsciously copies your movements, posture, gestures, or even the rhythm of your speech. This is not imitation done on purpose. It's a natural human response that occurs when someone feels comfortable, engaged, and emotionally aligned with another person. You might notice that when you cross your arms or legs, she does the same shortly after. If you lean forward while speaking, she leans in as well. Even small gestures, such as nodding your head, using your hands while talking, or shifting your posture, may begin to appear in her body language too. On a deeper level, mirroring can extend beyond physical movements. She may match your tone, energy, or emotional state during the conversation. Psychologically, mirroring is a bonding behavior. The subconscious mind uses it to build rapport and trust. When a woman mirrors you, it means she is tuned in and emotionally invested in the interaction. Her mind is working to stay in sync with yours. This is a sign many men overlook because they focus only on facial expressions. But mirroring reveals something deeper. It shows alignment, comfort, and emotional attraction. When someone mirrors you naturally, it's a strong signal that they feel connected to you and want the interaction to flow smoothly and effortlessly. Most people focus on facial expressions and eye contact, but one of the most honest indicators of attraction is often ignored: the feet. Unlike the face, feet are rarely controlled consciously. They naturally point toward whatever or whoever holds a person's true attention. When a woman is interested in you, her feet will often angle in your direction, even if her body or head is turned elsewhere. This sign becomes especially revealing in group settings. She may be laughing or talking with others, but if her feet remain pointed toward you, it shows that her subconscious focus is on you. Her body has already chosen where her attention belongs, even if the conversation suggests otherwise. On the other hand, feet pointing toward an exit, away from you, or toward another person can signal distraction or lack of engagement. That contrast makes this sign even more reliable. The feet rarely lie because they respond automatically to emotional interest rather than social politeness. When her feet consistently point towards you during conversations, it's a quiet but powerful indicator that she feels drawn to you. It shows interest, comfort, and a desire to remain connected in that moment, even without words. The neck and collarbone are sensitive and vulnerable areas of the body, which is why movements around these areas often carry emotional meaning. When a woman touches her neck, adjusts her necklace, or lightly brushes her fingers along her collarbone while talking to you, it can be a subtle sign of attraction mixed with nervous excitement. Psychologically, this behavior serves two purposes. First, it acts as a calming gesture. Attraction can create emotional tension, and touching these areas helps her body regulate that feeling. Second, it subtly draws attention to a delicate part of her body, which happens subconsciously when she feels comfortable and open around someone. This sign becomes more significant when it appears alongside other cues such as eye contact or leaning closer. If she touches her neck while holding your gaze or while listening attentively, it suggests she feels emotionally engaged and at ease with you. It's not something she plans or thinks about. Her body is simply responding to the emotional atmosphere you create. When a woman exposes or highlights vulnerable areas in your presence, it indicates trust and attraction working together. Her body language is quietly revealing that she feels safe enough to let her guard down around you. Blushing is one of the most genuine and uncontrollable signs of attraction. Unlike posture or gestures, it cannot be faked or easily hidden. When a woman feels emotionally stirred, nervous, or excited by someone, her body reacts automatically. Blood rushes to her face, warmth spreads across her cheeks, and a visible blush appears. If you notice her blushing when you enter the room, when you give her a compliment, or when you move slightly closer, it is not random. Her body is responding to emotional stimulation before her mind has time to filter it. That is what makes blushing such a powerful signal. It bypasses logic and reveals what she truly feels in that moment. Blushing often comes with other subtle reactions, such as a quick smile, lowered gaze, or a brief pause in speech. These small responses show that your presence affects her emotionally. She may try to act normal, but her body has already revealed the truth. When a woman blushes around you repeatedly, it suggests that her feelings are deeper than casual interest. Her emotions are close to the surface, and your presence brings them out naturally, even when she is trying to remain composed. The final sign is subtle, but it is one of the most revealing indicators of attraction because it happens almost entirely without conscious control. When a woman is strongly drawn to you, her attention may begin to shift from your eyes to your lips while you are speaking. This movement is brief, often unnoticed by her, but psychologically, it carries deep meaning. You may also notice that she becomes more aware of her own lips in your presence. She might gently press them together, lightly bite her lower lip, lick them, or touch them while listening to you talk. These gestures are not deliberate signals. They are physical responses linked to imagination and emotional focus. Her body is drawing attention to an intimate area without her consciously intending to. What makes this sign especially powerful is the combination of eye movement and lip-focused behavior. If her gaze moves from your eyes to your lips and back again, while she is touching or adjusting her own lips, it suggests that her thoughts are drifting beyond the conversation. In that moment, she is not just listening, she is imagining closeness and connection. This sign reveals that attraction has already formed in her mind. She has mentally placed you in a more personal space. When this happens, interest is no longer a question. It is already active within her subconscious.